It's the show
After the show!
Remember yesterday I said the after show is going to be kind of an adventure because I was channeling sort of beginning of week vibes, but everybody else, it was Thursday, right? So everybody else was kind of channeling end of the week vibes. So here's the problem. I don't know
You're at that point?
what you guys did, but I am on board with Friday now. So quickly came crashing into the end of the week here. So good luck, everybody else. Apparently, buying an island has never been more attainable than it is right now. For the low cost at $250,000, you too can have your own island.
Yay!
Actually, it sounds a lot cheaper than buying a house now.
Right? Utah's housing market's insane. That's the first thing I thought of. And what's really stupid, because you couldn't do this the other way, these guys that did it, there's I think 5 of them, they bought an island off the coast of Belize. They did it by crowdfunding, and they raised $250,000 by basically having strangers on the internet be like, yeah, all right. But you couldn't do that with a house, right? I couldn't go on now and be like, hey, so I finally want to own a house and stick it to my parents who said I never would. Will you help? No one would donate money to that.
No.
No.
But for some reason, these 5 guys were able to convince people. They're like, yeah, right, I'll give strangers money so they can buy an island. Like, I don't want to save up for my own island or anything. It just doesn't make any sense.
Wait, so
to
they
me.
got donations to
crowdfunding.
afford it? What?
Yeah. They've come out and the whole thing, they've leaned into it hard. Like they've created their own government. They've picked the national anthem. They made like fake. They made they're not fake, but they made passports. Like they've done the whole spiel. They've come up with a flag.
So are they trying to be like a sovereign?
They
island?
hope to.
Huh.
And I didn't know this, but apparently there's like I think 3 or 4 other islands that are like this that somebody bought, and the rest of the world's like whatever. Like, they don't recognize it because they're not. It's like a person bought an island or whatever.
Well, I know there's like a little small island somewhere in Washington, I think. That's a sovereign nation. I forgot the name of it, but it's like featured like in a bunch of YouTube things.
So what, okay, maybe I'm dumb, but what is a sovereign nation?
So, like, you'd be recognized as, like, a country at, like, the United Nations, as opposed to now they're just like, these idiots, just whatever. They got a piece of land, nobody cares.
Ah.
Right? So, like, they'd recognize you. I don't know what the benefits are, because I'm not a sovereign nation, so I've been clued into that, and I don't pay enough attention, apparently, to government. But, like, you don't get a seat at the table of world politics, I guess, basically.
Huh.
Better be careful, though, because if there's anything I know about the United States, those guys start talking some crap on the United States, which they said one of the reasons they wanted to buy an island is because of the political just divide between everybody and COVID. They're like, we're just going to get our own place to get out of here. Start talking about United States, or you discover oil. All of a sudden, the United States will be like, oh, it sounds like they need some freedom down there.
So if you're your own island, your own country, then you can make up your on rules, right?
I would think so, because I think since they bought it, I don't think they fall under the governance of Belize, which it's off the coast of.
So is there like an unspoken, like, I don't know, small country rules, like international water? Like, isn't there like rules for international waters?
Yeah, the rules for international waters are there are no rules.
I thought there was rules. I thought there was laws. And
I think there's international
waters.
maritime laws, like don't shoot other boats or stuff like that.
Yeah,
But I think general land laws, once you get so far out into the ocean, don't exist anymore.
I think it's like 3 miles out or
I don't think it's very far.
30 miles
Really?
out, something like
I don't
that.
think
For some reason,
so.
I always thought that there was like.
I'm pretty
rules
sure,
no
like,
matter where you're going.
I'm pretty
but-
sure some basic, like you can't murder someone. I feel confident about that. Like you can be like, I went out to international waters and I shot that guy. I'm like, can't do anything about that.
Well,
So I
I
feel
mean-
like there'd be a lot more boat trips then.
Right, but I. Well, I mean, who can afford a
People
boat?
would be like, hey, you know, why don't we go for a little cruise? Why don't we just go out for a little cruise? It'll be fun.
And dead.
Yeah.
No, well. Okay, so there are rules then.
Some.
So what would it go under though? International rules?
I think theirs would have to fall under.
whatever.
Well, I don't know, because
Countries
it said that the island's only like a 15-minute boat ride from Belize, so I would guess that if they're not recognized as a sovereign nation, they would fall under the rules of Belize, I would think.
So
Probably.
what currency does Belize use?
Oh, I'll Google it.
I don't know.
Here's the thing.
Belize
Here's something for you to
dollar?
ponder,
I don't know.
producer Butters. I was thinking that if
Belize
I
dollar.
bought
Belize.
Listen.
I'm listening.
Belize dollars, they use Chuck E. Cheese bucks. Oh my gosh!
Whoa.
It's called the Belize dollar.
I told you. Why are you making fun of me? I know what I'm talking about.
One Belize dollar's worth 50 United States cents.
Huh.
So it's not bad.
No.
Not great, but not bad. Okay, here's the thing for you to ponder, producer punters. Now I just want to get my hands on some Belize dollars. Why is it, I don't want to talk about the landmines. I'll come back to the landmines or sea mines, whatever.
What?
Why is other countries' money, that was what I was going to get, it'll make sense in a second.
Okay.
Why is other countries' money so much prettier than our money? I want prettier
I
money.
don't know. I think we have the most boring money.
It is.
It's so boring.
Like in Canada, not Canada that has pretty money, but then they were like, we're going to go crazy with the coins. They're called loonies and toonies, and there's one that's like silver, and then it's like gold in the middle, and it's worth like $2 Canadian.
Okay, let me ask you this.
that sounds like the Mexico peso.
Yeah.
Let me ask
There's
you
a
this.
coin in Japan. Sorry, 1 second. There's a coin in Japan that has a bunch of edges, and then they just took the center out. I have one. Like they just don't care. They're like, whatever, it's money. Let's do whatever we want. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, how often are you carrying cash?
I mean, fair, but maybe if it was prettier, I'd just walk around like this all the time.
I'd rather have a prettier credit card.
No. See, that's something
I
to
don't
talk about
disagree with
because when I go to Mexico, I carry around cash because it's pretty. But here, I just carry my card. I do not carry cash ever.
In Japan, I feel like a big shot because they don't start at 1, they start at 1,000 yen is what it is. And so like you're like, oh my gosh, 1 million yen. Whoa, what's going on here? Makes you feel cool.
So how much is 1 million yen?
Let me Google it. Just double check to make sure I'm not wrong on this. How many Belize dollars
Is it a yen?
is yen? I hope that made sense. 1 Japan yen is 0.017 Belize dollars.
Okay, so how
Wait,
much?
no, I think it's the other way around. No, wait, no, that's right. Because 1 yen doesn't is nothing.
1 yen, 2 yen. So wait, things cost like 1,000 yen there then.
Yes.
Yen.
I think I would freak out just because I have the.
Yeah. So 500 yen is basic. It's a little less than $4.50. So it's like 1 to 100 ish ratio, close to 1. It's a little bit less, but 1 to 100 ratio.
So is the dollar more than the yen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that means $1 would be worth, well, more. 100 yen is not even a dollar, US dollar. It's 86 cents. So you feel like a big shot.
So there you go.
I felt like a big shot when I had yen.
Is that just the conversion rate? So once you get into the yen's yen.
Yeah.
Am I making any sense?
Yeah. That's the conversion
kinda,
rate.
sorta, yeah.
I think there's only one other currency. I think the euro is still is higher than the dollar, but it could have changed. It was when I was in Europe. The euro was worth more.
So how much? Okay, what's the U.S. dollar versus the peso? Is it about the same conversion rate?
The peso, like the Mexican peso, it's like 22 pesos for like a dollar.
21.02 pesos to $1.
Is there anything that costs 1 peso in Mexico?
Not anymore. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Interesting.
Who would have thought we were going to get into a deep intellectual conversation about different foreign currencies?
You know,
I mean, the pretty
who
thing was,
knows?
I think, not surprising for us, but yeah. It's pretty money. It's pretty money.
It's pretty money.
It's
It
pretty
really is.
money.
Pretty
Different
pretty.
colors. Even the pictures are pretty. Like
Yeah.
Look, I like our boring money.
some Mexican money, even like if you have the app and you put your phone to it, it's animated. I think.
What?
I saw a TikTok about it. I don't know how credible it is, but I think that's the new currency in Mexico.
American money's stupid. Like, give it all to me because it's worth the most, but like, it's so stupid. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about sea mines anymore. Let's talk about saving money to buy our island or possibly convert into Belize dollars. Who knows? So I maintain, I think we're all salt of the earth people here. Who's Butters, me, Mop, AJ Knight. And I feel like when you grow up lower middle class, you always have this preloaded anxiety attack that you're going to get into when you find yourself running a little short on money for a stretch. And then you all of a sudden that kicks in a fight or flight response that instead of fighting for your life, you're like, all right, bare bones, what are we cutting down to save money? For
Yes.
instance, money's a little thin right now because I had to pay for a bunch of stuff. So my first response is always, all right, peanut butter jelly sandwiches. That's what we're eating. Those are the meals right now.
Yeah,
I feel that. I feel that.
See?
Or tuna fish.
Tuna fish, yes.
But do you have
Beans, rice.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, beans, rice.
Yeah,
yes.
see, I'm
Okay,
not with
I know.
tortillas, shredded cheese.
I'm not a big fan of eating ramen, but if I had to, I would.
Oh, okay. See, I talked about that this morning because in college, of course, I was clearly rolling in it. Not. So ramen was an essential staple of my diet. And because of that, I have these traumatic injuries mentally that I just can't look at ramen anymore because I can't.
Okay, so there are like recipes that you can use with the ramen, like as the base.
I've heard, but at the end of the day, it's still ramen, and
No, it's actually pretty good.
I can't do it.
And it's really good. Like there was somebody that said you could do like what was it called? Spicy something ramen, and it looks so good. And it's like ramen, and then you put a bunch of hot stuff in it, and then you drain the water, and then you put milk, cheese, and eggs. It looked delicious.
I mean, I had a friend in college who was very notorious for coming up with different dishes. His favorite one he would do, which actually looked good, he would do stir fry with ramen. And it looked good.
See, this is why I have a hard time with Olive Garden. Sorry, Olive Garden.
Excuse you. Gliv Arden.
By Dome
Gliv
Hippo.
Arden. So why?
So, anyways,
Why do you have a problem with this mystery restaurant no one knows what we're talking about?
because you could buy a ramen for what? Maybe $1, probably less.
Less
If
than.
that.
Less than.
Like $2 Belize dollars. I'm not giving that up.
Okay, so 50 cents.
Maybe
just
at least in a
we'll say
dollar.
okay, we'll say 30 cents.
Okay, 30 cents.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then you go to Olive Garden,
Right?
Olive the Garden, and
We'll get to a story one day. One day we'll get to that story.
and
Okay,
you get
right.
noodles, and you know the I don't know. For me, it's just hard to pay that much money for noodles.
But they're better quality noodles.
It
and
doesn't
the
matter
sauce
to
is
me.
better. It don't matter to your body. You don't think that paying 30 cents for ramen, your body's like, yeah, this is fine. There's
Noodle
definitely
is
not
a
cancer
noodle.
developing. No, that is not
Okay,
true.
but like, okay, maybe you don't use ramen, but like, I don't know. I feel like when I make shrimp Alfredo at my house, it's like it's about the same, maybe better.
Well, I'll listen to that argument. I won't listen to the ramen one. How dare you besmirch?
A noodle is a noodle.
No.
I disagree.
Ramen
wholeheartedly.
has like a distinct taste to it. Like, I don't know.
It's the rejected noodle. it's the noodle step cousin that never. Don't come over here. Like have you made noodles at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something different. Like it's not that you can't break ramen, but ramen is. There's something about the strength of ramen compared to other noodles. Like it was like left out just a little bit longer than the rest. Like you're like spaghetti, right? It's a different sound. Like ramen crunches, everything else just cracks.
Yeah. And
To me, that has to do with the quality. That's my point.
Eh.
guess I'm not a noodle fan.
For what it's
guess
worth,
not.
actually, to this point, that's a shame. But for what it's worth, when we went to Hong Kong, we went to a ramen restaurant. So I ate, like, not American 40-cent ramen, and it was good. Like, I didn't mind it. I just can't do here, buy 75 of these for 44 cents. Like, I can't do them anymore. I can't do it.
There's a ramen place here.
I have not tried it yet, but I
do want to go try it.
intending to at some point.
Is that what we're gonna do today? We're gonna go to a ramen place.
Is it open? Wasn't that the place that was like
Oh,
took
it's been
forever to
open for
open
a
up?
while.
That was the one though that took forever to open
Yeah.
up, right? They were like going to start, and then they didn't start,
Uh-huh.
and then we're like, are they closed? I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
Uh-uh.
I would try it. Have you had pho before?
Pho, yeah.
Fine, pho. Call it pho. It's Vietnamese.
Yeah, pho.
Pho?
I've had pho.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of noodles, I still have the noodles that you gave me.
Well, those are special noodles.
Yes, they are.
They're very
They're very special noodles. I have
Okay,
not eaten
that
them.
sounded terrible. These are not drug laced. There's nothing illegal about these noodles. They're just in a funny shape. Just so we're all clear.
It's a souvenir noodle.
It was. I bought them in Italy for producer butter specifically. It just when you say special noodles, it feels like I should be like, they're not. There's no drugs, no nothing. They're just souvenir noodles that are in a funny shape.
So they're noodles, but they're not equivalent to like a special brownie or anything like that.
No.
No.
Absolutely
I
not.
felt weird as soon as I said special. I was like,
See,
all
and
right,
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
go
go
that.
with
I didn't even think of that at all. They're just they're
funny shaped.
souvenir noodles.
Yeah, they're funny shaped noodles,
Okay.
Like dinosaurs.
but not.
Cute. Oh.
That's the example he chose.
In the shape of a dinosaur.
Oh.
All right, and on that note, this has been the show.
After the show.